Hi friends, today let's put Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings into the spotlight. Gandalf is a wizard who helps the Fellowship of the Ring in his own way.
Fly, you fools!
The name Gandalf comes from two Old Norse words. Gandr, which means anything enchanted or an object used by a sorcerer, and Alfa, which means elf. Tolkien did quickly realize that he made a pretty big mistake with this name though. He was using Old Norse, which is a language that doesn't exist in Middle-earth. He gets rid of this problem by saying that Old Norse is a translation of the language of Dale, which is from northeastern Middle-earth. Gandalf therefore means Wand Elf or Cane Elf, depending on how you decide to translate the language of Dale. However, Gandalf isn't his actual name, nor is he actually a wizard. His name is actually Olorin, which means dreamer or of dreams. And Gandalf, or I guess Olorin, is actually a Maya, which is a spirit who can change form, and they often decide to take the form of a humanoid wizard. He is not therefore an elf, unlike what his name suggests, and what a lot of people who meet him on his travels believe. Olorin and Gandalf are not the only names that he goes by. A lot of people know that he goes by Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White, but he also goes by all of these names. When asked to describe Gandalf, Tolkien said that he was reminded of Odin when he was creating this character, because it's a character who sees a lot more than he lets on.
Bilbo's ring.
Tolkien was also inspired by Vainamoinen, who is a bard in Finnish mythology, both for the characters of Gandalf and for the character of Tom Bombadil. Among the many papers and notes that he had for The Lord of the Rings, he also had this postcard. On it, he noted that this was the origin of Gandalf. While writing The Hobbit, Tolkien wanted to name the chief dwarf Gandalf and the wizard Blodorfin. However, the dwarf's name was changed to Thorin and the wizard inherited the name Gandalf. Several actors were offered or approached for the role of Gandalf. Sean Connery was one of these actors, but he refused because he didn't want to be in New Zealand for that length of time and he didn't like the script. Tom Baker, Patrick Stewart, Christopher Plummer, and David Bowie were all offered or considered for the role. Then Christopher Lee, who was already being considered for the series, asked if he could have the role of Gandalf as he had been a big fan of the books. However, it was deemed that he was too old for the role of Gandalf as it was quite a physically demanding role. Instead, Lee was offered, and he happily accepted, the role of Saruman.
For that is why you have come, is it not? My old friend. Saruman.
Ian McKellen, who is 17 years younger than Lee, was offered the role of Gandalf, and obviously, as we know, he accepted.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf!
McKellen has said that between playing Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White, he much prefers playing the former. He believes that Gandalf the Grey is a much more nuanced character and is therefore a lot more fun to portray.
Oh, I am sorry, Frodo.
As I said in the announcement video a few days ago, not all of the facts that I found ended up making it to this final video. So if you want to see more about Gandalf, you can head over to the Patreon page. I'll leave a link in the description down below. The pictures of the whiteboards where I take all my notes are accessible as of the $5 level. And on top of that, you also get to join the Discord server where you get to talk to me and other bubblers. Who from The Lord of the Rings do you want to see next? Please tell me in the comment section down below. Until next time, happy bubbles! If you want to see any of my other videos, you can click on the box on the left to learn quite a few facts about Sherlock, or you can click on the box on the right and find out if District 13 had many other failed rebellions. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.